So I'm looking for a job. I've sent out a lot of resumes. I've spoken with a lot of you out there who are also looking for jobs. And I found that we have a common blight. Right now, applying to get a job is hard. It's hard because in the age of AI, we're competing with hundreds and in some cases thousands of other resumes for the same role. Now more than ever, job seekers need to be strategic. We need to figure out what's working, what's not working, and we need to refine our approach, and we need to do this continuously. And underlying all that activity, we need to be organized. We need a process to manage everything: our job applications, our notes, our contacts, our connections, because we're taking stock of how we can get a little more control over our outcomes. And we need to keep learning. We're keeping up with the latest trends in our job domains. We're getting certifications. We're practicing new technologies, particularly AI, and we're seeing how we can intelligently apply these things to make us more efficient and productive. So, what I'm going to be sharing right now is really the convergence of my need to be organized and to keep learning. And that is the project, which has been specifically a job application tracking system for job seekers. So, let's start where I started, and that is a spreadsheet, a Google Sheet. Is the tool that I actually currently use to manage all my job applications because I'm not working on it anymore, and it works. It actually fits the bill really well in terms of replacing a spreadsheet. And I built it using Gemini's coding tool Canvas in App Scripts because App Scripts is an environment that is already built to work for citizen developers in the Google Workspace environment. So it connects with all the tools inside Google really well. You can even create a little cat paws icon that makes a cat generator in your email. I'm not saying I did that, but I did that. How can I make this more of an application that others can use? However, I was still kind of in the mindset of this is a spreadsheet. We are working with something that was originally a spreadsheet and is now in a web view. So I had a focus on a particular user experience that wouldn't make you miss so much, whether you're working on a spreadsheet or not, but could still do all the nice, convenient things that a web app might be able to do. I built this using VS Code with GitHub Copilot as my chat agent, as my AI agent to help with my AI developer. I was able to build what I built, what I showed you, but I reached this complexity threshold. If I want to really realize what this application could be, let's take some steps back, reflect, and learn more before we build again. That brought me to this concept that is now fairly pervasive in the AI coding community. And this context engineering. It's kind of like the evolution from vibe coding. And right now we're looking at, by the way, a visual from Lena Hall, who is the CEO of Droid AI. She has some good videos and some good articles and some good visualizations, as we're seeing here. Before I say vibe coding a bunch more times, here's the definition. That vibe coding is great if you want to build a prototype. Vibe coding is great if you want to get started or build something that's fairly easy. But if you really want to build a product, you need a traditional software engineering discipline. And if you want AI tools to help you, if you want AI tools to be reliable and competent throughout the whole process, you need to build a structure so that AI doesn't need to remember everything at all times. So using a system of patterns and practices with a tool that is selected for the occasion is really important. This is an example of kind of like all that AI needs to think about when it is trying to work on your project with you. So the best you can separate these things out and make these things well documented reference points rather than things that the AI needs to keep in its memory. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. I'm cutting in here just to let you know that this is part one of a series that I will be doing at least another video on. And the next video will be about prototyping, which was a process I undertook to better understand the features and functionality that I would want before I start building the app anew. I hope to see you there. Thanks.